This thing is the smoothest high-end gaming laptop I've ever used, but let me explain why. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been running this ASUS ROG Strix G18 for a couple of weeks now, mostly for late-night 4K streaming, competitive Valorant sessions, and the occasional video editing sprint, and honestly it hasn't broken a sweat. The Intel Ultra 9275HX inside is basically a desktop chip crammed into a 17-inch chassis, so everything from Chrome tabs to Unreal Engine 5 compiles in the background without so much as a stutter. I keep 30 Chrome tabs open, Discord, OBS, and a 4K YouTube stream all at once, and the fans stay whisper quiet, something I never thought I'd say about a gaming laptop. The real star is the screen. It's an 18-inch 2.5K panel running at 240 Hz with G-Sync and 100% DCI-P3 coverage. Colors pop in a way that makes my budget IPS monitors look dull, and the 240 Hz refresh means I can actually see the difference between a 144 Hz and a 240 Hz lobby in Valorant. I've also tried a few single-player titles like Cyberpunk 2077 with RT Overdrive and DLSS 4. And even at native 2.5K with max settings, the RTX 5080 keeps frame rates above 100 frames per second. That's the kind of headroom that lets me turn on DLSS and still hit 140 frames per second if I want to stream at the same time. Storage is another area where this machine overdelivers. It ships with a 4TB PCIe Gen 5 SSD, but I swapped in an extra 4TB from Samsung just to have breathing room for my Steam library and raw 4K footage. The dual M.2 slots make upgrades stupid easy, and the 64GB of DDR5 running at 5600 MHz means I can run a VM for work while the game is still chugging along in the background. I've also been using the 8TB model for video editing, exporting a 10-minute 4K timeline with color grading and noise reduction used to take 25 minutes on my old laptop. Here it's done in under 8 minutes. Cooling is handled by ASUS's new liquid metal thermal compound and a triple fan vapor chamber setup. Even after 2 hours of sustained 100% CPU load, I'm only seeing 85 degrees Celsius on the CPU and 78 degrees Celsius on the GPU, which is basically desktop territory. The keyboard is per key RGB with a dedicated number pad, so I can finally game without my numpad overlay sliding off. Battery life is still the weak point. Expect around 2.5 hours of light web browsing, but let's be honest, you're not buying this to unplug it. On the software side, Armoury Crate gives me one-click control over fan curves, RGB lighting, and performance modes. I set it to turbo when I'm gaming and silent when I'm writing, and it actually sticks to those profiles. Windows 11 Pro is pre-installed with a lifetime license for Office, which saved me the hassle of hunting down product keys. Now, no machine is perfect. The chassis is a bit heavy at 6.6 pounds, so it's not something I'm lugging to a cafe every day. And while the speakers are decent for a laptop, they're still not a home theater replacement. You'll want headphones for late-night sessions. Link is below if you want to see current pricing and any bundle deals. For most buyers, the real question is not whether ASUS ROG Strix G18 Gaming Laptop 2025, GeForce RTX 5080 16GB DDR7, Intel Ultra 9275HX, 18-inch 2.5K 240Hz Nebula Display, 64GB DDR5, 8TB SSD, Wi-Fi 7, RGB Backlit KB, Windows 11 Pro, with lifetime Office sounds impressive on paper. But whether strengths like ultra-fast Intel Ultra 9275HX processor and cutting-edge NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080 laptop GPU actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like ASUS ROG Strix G18 Gaming Laptop 2025, GeForce RTX 5080 16GB DDR7, Intel Ultra 9275HX, 18-inch 2.5K 240Hz Nebula Display, 64GB DDR5, 8TB SSD, Wi-Fi 7, RGB backlit KB, Windows 11 Pro, with lifetime Office usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.